Hello, welcome to a Board Deck and Dice review. Today I'm not doing a gameplay overview on film because the game that I'm reviewing is Chronicles of Crime. Now, I'm aware that some of the cards won't really be spoilers, but I just wanted to leave it all out of the video so that you can get an impression if you buy the game, which you should do, spoiler alert, then it will all be fresh to you, apart from stuff you've seen on the internet. So I've avoided spoilers by going super safe, basically, apart from the spoiler of my opinion. Chronicles of Crime is a fantastic experience of technology combined with a board game. In the game you have a main board and then you have 3 decks of cards. One is characters, one is kind of standard clues, and one is special clues. Added to this you have longer location boards. They're kind of more card than board, but here you'll be placing characters. So for example, if you visit a park to find a body, you'll place the body there until it's moved to the morgue. Then you have 4 police specialists who you can go and talk to about various clues. How this all works is through an app and QR codes. So every card and location in the game has a QR code. If you go to the park, for example, you'll scan the park. Now you're in the park. Now whatever you scan will be referenced as in the park. So if you talk to the gardener, you scan the park to show that you've moved to the park, you scan the gardener, now you're talking to the gardener. You can talk to the gardener about pretty much anything else in the game. Evidence you've collected, other people, themselves. The only thing you can't do with the technology yet is scan another location and ask that person about a location, because they assume the technology assumes you want to move to that location. So that's the only restraint. Through this system, you will have the most incredible stories that come out of it. And what really baffles me is that each case is basically one story. There's a story, and that's what you're trying to discover, the story of the crime. But branching off of this are multiple other lives and stories. And if you don't talk to the right person to get the right bit of information to get you on that track, you might lose that track. You might never come across that track. You might get onto that track and then take a wrong turn. And it's hugely fascinating and satisfying to solve this crime. One of the other key elements of the game is the VR module, or you don't have to use the VR module, that comes separately, but your phone or device will be a crime scene, and it uses that. It's not augmented reality, but you move it around and you can look at the crime scene. You can do this with the goggles if you buy them, and it comes up to your face and it's more like you're there, or you can just do it with the phone and kind of scan and kind of zoom in a little bit. It works really well with the goggles, and I tend to always use the goggles. The only thing is I normally wear glasses, so sometimes the clarity of important objects can be missed, and I missed a very important object using those. So I think if you're going more than once to a location, I might do it once each way, just to make sure I can zoom in and definitely tell what something is. Players who don't have glasses, I found it absolutely fine. The other neat feature is that everything you do in the game takes time. And there's a literal, if you go visit another location, that takes time off your timer. If you look at a room, that takes time off your timer. So you just feel this constant pressure of, we're getting nowhere and time's running out and we need to have a solid case and our case isn't solid. And then you go back and ask someone something that you hadn't already asked them, and the door cracks open and you get a whole plethora of information, and you're trying to work out what characters' motivations are. When you think you're ready to solve a case, you go back to the station and you answer questions by scanning the relevant answers, and you'll get given a grade. And when you get that 5 out of 5 or whatever it is, you feel so pleased with yourself that you have solved the case. Now, let's talk about a couple of issues. Replayability for each case is going to be low. Even if you kind of partially solved it but didn't all solve it and you want to get the 100%, you're going to do a lot of things the same or know what to do. The other thing is that because this was a Kickstarter initially, it's got to back us early. If you buy the expansion packs, they are not going to be live on the app until the start of 2019. So you'll have all the content in terms of extra cards and things, but you won't be able to use it until those bits on the app go live. Other than that, the replayability comes through added cases on the app. There's already 2 that you could buy, I think, for £5 each. I'm not sure how many cases those have, but some of them are multi-tiered as you carry a story on. I can't say enough good stuff about Chronicles of Crime. It's something you can play with absolutely anyone. Their rulebook is almost non-existent. It just tells you how to set up. You play a tutorial and you are there. So, intimidation factor. Low in one sense, but some of the crimes are quite difficult, or you have to hit the right information. So it comes and goes, ebbs and flows. Rules, brilliant. Yeah, absolutely fun. It's unlike anything I've played. It's like watching a film and working out what the whole plot is, but actually being there and influencing it and asking. It's weird. It is a lot of fun. Would I keep it in my collection? Absolutely. I would definitely keep this in my collection. I would look forward to the new content. The price is really super reasonable for what you're getting, and it's well worth everyone at least playing this game. Thanks very much for watching Board Deck and Dice. We will see you next time.